Your neurodivergence, whether it's ADHD, autism, or anything else on the spectrum, isn't a flaw or a limitation. It's actually a spiritual gift. I know how overwhelming it can be when the world makes you feel like you need to fit into a box. As a neurodivergent myself, I experienced the struggle of working in environments that didn't nurture or even understand these gifts. And I was pushed into burnout because I was constantly trying to fit into systems that weren't designed for me. But here's the thing. Our neurodivergence gives us the ability to see things in ways others don't. Okay? It gives us insights and creativity and passion that are essential for helping others. We're the visionaries, the creatives, the healers, and the disruptors, and that's what makes us different. When we talk about neurodivergence through a spiritual lens, in many cultures, the ones who were different were often seen as the shamans, the healers, the people who had access to a deeper wisdom. They had unique gifts to offer their communities just like you do. And the thing is, your neurodivergence is actually a portal into your spiritual power. And the way that you work and assist people is not bound by traditional ways of thinking. Okay, so the way that you serve people is going to look different if you're a neurodivergent, if you have a neurodivergent mind, right? The thing too is that when you try to suppress the gifts that you've been given, it leads to burnout. Okay, when you're not doing the work that allows you to flourish, that allows your brain to flourish. Okay. The thing is that if you try to fit into a mold, you will never be happy, okay? The only way that you'll be happy is if you actually nourish your gifts. And then when you nourish your gifts, you're actually assisting others and serving others in this really grounded, foundational way, which is exactly what we're meant to do, especially as women. Women, we have this sort of feminine flow energy. It's really not sort of, it is a watery energy. And so we have to have plenty of space and time for rest and reflection, because that's actually where your downloads come from. That's where your inspiration, your ideas to serve others come from. And so it's important that you focus on your art, your rest, your inner work. Okay. And it's not going to look like modern society has made it look. And I can definitely understand this burnout. As a travel nurse, I could not figure out what was going on, but I knew I was so anxious. I knew something had to change. I couldn't put a name to it. But I knew I had to get out and figure it out, even if it was for a few months, because otherwise my body, it was breaking down. My mind was breaking down. And so now I'm in Merida, Mexico, healing from burnout. This is actually my third sabbatical or hiatus, which is an extended time away from work. And what this time has given me has just been the biggest and best gift that I have ever given myself. And it's showing me how I can thrive and how I can serve others, because that's what I'm meant to do. Just like we're all meant to be of service to other people. Okay. The only thing is, you think that the only way you can do it is by submitting to corporate America. And perhaps that's your path, and that's fine. But if you're here, it's because you feel like you might be burnt out because of corporate America. So I want you to just think of some ways in which you can give your brain some time to flourish. Maybe you don't need a break from work. Maybe you just need to sit down and figure it out. Figure out a way to nurture yourself. Okay, maybe you need to take up a hobby. Maybe you need to get back into painting or photography. That way you have some sort of outlet to really serve your brain, okay? To really serve your true self. Thank you so much for watching. I encourage you to take beautiful care of yourself, and I send you so much love and light in your recovery journey.